Alan, I see a couple of our friends from high school every now and then in Manhattan. Libby Mark, of course, who's in publishing, and Libby married about a year and a half or 2 years ago to to Chuck, who is a lawyer in Manhattan. They bought a co-op, I believe, and sold their individual apartments after a long time of living in 2 apartments. Chuck's a very nice guy. Libby's doing very well. She really enjoys New York, as you might have expected. We see her every now and then. I first saw her after college when I called her up, I think in 1976 or 1977, and asked if I could stay with her in Manhattan when I ran the New York City Marathon. Libby was staying with a man who was living with a man whom I met then. His name was Tom. Tom was also a runner, and through Tom I met lots of people in New York who ran, but that was my first contact with Libby after college. She and Tom since parted, and of course Libby met Chuck. But every once in a while I see Liv or I speak to her, and she's really the same person. She's really into the sort of the accoutrement of New York Upper West Side living, and sometimes she seems a bit affected, but as you might imagine, but she's still really the same person I think that we knew in high school, as maybe I appear to you and you all still are. Kempe is still in New York. I know she's hit it big in I think the culinary world. She's involved in a magazine or a publication having to do with food preparation or whatever. I'm not explaining this very well, but Kempe, I can't recall if she's married or not, but she moves in the world of haute cuisine, and I don't get to see her very much. Happy Smith lived in New Brunswick and attended Rutgers for a couple of years from about 1978 until last summer. Happy took a graduate degree in biochem. We would see each other frequently. When she first came to New Brunswick, she looked me up and stayed with me. And since then, she struck out on her own. She met a very nice guy from Texas who was in her program, Owen. They married in 1985, the summer of 1985, and now he has a postdoc in Chicago. They were actually originally supposed to go to Columbus, Ohio, but something happened, and Owen and Happy moved off in 1985 to Chicago, and they're doing well. Again, Happy is, child, is father to the adult that we become. I find her delightfully the same. I found her delightfully the same. Jim Nathanson, you may remember, my old social studies teacher, our old social studies teacher at Western High School. On occasion, I go to Washington, and I found out he's running for city council and all sorts of, he's doing all sorts of, as you might guess, politically active things in the city. I haven't spoken to him in quite a long time, but Jim is about 55 now. And I can't think of anyone else in our circle whom we see, whom I see. Some of these people